What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Surrounded's Beginner Guide. We're at episode 2 here, where last episode I showed you how to survive your first day in the game, and today we're going to show you how to find vehicles. I've went ahead and I've charted all of the possible spawn locations on the map. If you don't feel like watching, you can just take a picture here and head your way out. But I can show you what kind of vehicles you can find around the map, as well as where you can buy vehicles with enough money and how you can find some special vehicles. The last episode I kind of showed very briefly what there was for vehicles around the map. Didn't really go over it very much, so that's kind of what we're going to do this time. Right here is our first possible vehicle spawn location that I've come across here. And you can see we've got a big old truck. I've also turned down vehicle damage for this demonstration because I just want to navigate around the map with all my vehicles. So you can hit tow and we can carry our vehicles. Now I believe with these two, these are the two biggest vehicles in the game if you're not counting the SWAT van. I'm actually going to stop for gas here. Make sure you stop at any gas pumps you can find. And then if you're nearby mechanic shops like these, you can actually find repair kits sometimes. It's always good to look. There we go. Repair the vehicle with the repair kit at the front of every vehicle. Now, I won't be going into rad zones because I don't have a respirator yet. Vehicles are great in this game, not only for transportation, but also to help get you out of bad situations, because in certain events, especially if you're playing on harder difficulties, the zombies are actually much quicker than you are. So if ever you got to get out in a pinch, a good vehicle is the way to do it. This one's like a flatbed. Kind of looks like an old Hilux. We've got another one right here. Vehicles have different speeds, of course. This pickup truck is actually one of the faster cars in the game. It's one of my favorites. I think it reaches 80 kilometers an hour. Pretty good speed. Now the outsides of the maps are likely where you're going to spawn most of the time. So that's why I'm going to do this stretch here and just kind of show you what's around. Leave in the comments as well if there's any other things that you guys need help with or need just some kind of clarification, and I'll add it to the list of things. Make sure that you're picking up scrap along the way as well. Might as well throw this one in our line. Alright, so I've spawned a few times around here. If ever you're on the map and you spawn around here, you can find a vehicle just north and just south of you. Not too far. You want to be careful for these two because they're right in the rad zones, which you can tell by this like darker green circle. When towing, I don't know what it is in miles per hour, but you're limited to 40 kilometers per hour no matter what vehicle it is, and it does not matter what the top speed for that vehicle is either. Here we are at a mechanic shop once again, and you can find that right about here. I mean, just kind of look around you. The map doesn't rotate as you do, so if you got a stone wall on this side, it's not very hard to tell where you are. You kind of learn that as you play, though. There's also a dirt trail here that has quite a few vehicles. If you go on this side of the map here, all of this becomes a lot easier if you have a GPS, but if you don't have one, it would be a great way to learn the map. So there's kind of like a little bit of a camp here, and you can normally find a car. And for us, it's the Tropical Shell Hotel van. I don't believe this can tow anything. Flying down the mountain on this side, we have another spawn location possibility right here. I'm going to continue along the outskirts just so that we can kind of get to every possible spawn location. There's one that spawns in this city here, but I don't really recommend going in there in the early game. Right here on the map, I don't know if you can find anything else. I think I've only ever found an ambulance here. We're taking the ambulance and leaving the Tropical Shell Hotel van behind. A little bit further down this way, we can find another spawn location. It appears to be an SUV again. Seem to find a lot of these. Another place you might spawn as a player is in and around this area here. These have the 3 windmills. That's how you can find yourself situated. You'll normally spawn in around this building, or around these buildings down here. We have a few vehicles nearby that we can check out. Mostly always going to be in front of the mall. Do have to be careful around here because these are bandits. And hey, what would you know? A golf cart. Not particularly useful, but a cool addition to your base. Okay, so you kind of get it. That's where you find vehicles generally. What about buying them? I'm going to show you guys now where you can buy vehicles. If you head on the map towards this bridge here, there's a vehicle trader, and he trades for cash. Not typically a small sum of cash, but in the late stage of the game, when you have everything you want and all you're looking for is a better vehicle, this would be a good place to go. You can also find gas in these tanks here, which are normally in cities and around some buildings. Gas station's kind of your best bet, but here we are at another spawn location. Be right here after Whitewood. You'll find a car right here. Now, if you haven't been fortunate enough to find repair kits, the vehicle seller has some, and he is located right here before the bridge after Whitewood. Walshy's Vehicular Shop, situated right here on the map, identifiable by the river and the functional bridge. The one functional bridge in the game. If you found another bridge, you're not far, but it's not the right one. So he has all the purchasable vehicles in the game. So we have the 4x4 Jeep here for $15,500, the ambulance for $16,000, the big rig for $19,000, the buggy for $21,500. This one we haven't run into yet. You'll find them pretty much everywhere, though. I find this and the SUV pop up more than anything else. We have the Charger for $20,000. I believe this is the fastest vehicle in the game. It's a lot of fun to drive. The Damaged Sedan, kind of a generic car. Flatbed truck for $18,500. The Golf Cart for $7,500, which we showed you. Humvee, this is a new vehicle we haven't run into yet. $23,000. It's smaller than you might think it is. Modified Pickup Utility for $20,000. This one's pretty cool. If you're going to play first person, don't recommend this. It's very hard to see. We have the pickup truck that we got for $18,750. The big pickup we just drove by for $18,750. The RV for $19,250. The SUV for $17,500. And the big truck for $18,000. So you'll notice the Tropical Shell Hotel van is not in there. There's still one more vehicle that we could find. And for that, you need to head all the way up here. Here we are at the police station. I feel like I lost a vehicle or two along the way. This police station has the SWAT van parked in the basement, which you can see by the little garage door down there. I'm not going to show you how to get to it in this video because I don't have the gear to actually get it out. But I do have a video that I will link right after this one to show you just how you can get it out of that building. Important thing to note, bring lots of ammo, a good melee weapon, and you want noisemakers or grenades of some kind. Trust me, it's going to make it a lot easier. But that just about does it. That covers all the vehicles. If there's anything I missed or anything that you guys want to add to help our new friends to this game, leave it in the comments below. Consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.